in my business. All up in my business, honey. Y'all can tell by the title, we're about to do a Q&A, baby.
I touch that 5 for you. I do that 3 more times again. I testify for you. I told I like you, that bitch. I do it all and I'm around.
So this will be our first Q&A, baby. I put up a poll and y'all ask questions. So yeah, we're gonna hop straight in and make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Share this video with your mama, sister, brother, cousin, auntie, uncle, daddy. I don't care who you share with, just make sure you share so me and my family can grow. I'm just now getting to it, honey. I didn't want to get up here looking crazy. I had to find some energy after that job. After I finished the job, I was like, okay, I got time to do what I need to do now. So I had to find energy, and now I got energy. So we're gonna get straight into it, baby. Okay, yeah. So first question was, how's your mental health? Well, we're gonna start with this one. We're gonna start with this one. How's your mental health? So overall, my mental health is a 10 out. I say an 8 out of 10. I ain't gonna say no 10 out of 10, baby, because it's 8. If y'all seen the last video, then y'all know I've been the last month. I feel like the devil been on my back, trying to distract me from what God has for me. But my faith and my favor does not let him win. So 8 out of 10, baby. 8 out of 10. The next question is, who inspires you? Who inspires me? When I think about who inspires me, the first person that comes to mind is my dad and my mom. And reason being is because, like, it's a lot of things I didn't agree with when I was growing up, but like they never left my side. Like, of course it's what a parent's supposed to do, but like regardless of the decisions they made and regardless of how grown I get, they are always there. Physically, mentally, emotionally, they always there. They never, ever leave my side. Even with my smart ass mouth, it been times I done said some off the wall shit, like shouldn't never said to my parents type shit, and even after they mad, they get over it and they still be there for me through everything. And I aspire to be just like them and my grandparents. They also inspire me. My grandparents definitely inspire me because they took us in when my parents were working when we were young, and they raised us up. They have a lot to do with my upbringing, so they definitely inspire me too, because they didn't have to do that. As far as YouTube, my girlies, baby, the girlies I watch inspire me. I love them so much, and I wish nothing but prosperity for all of them. It says, let's get juicy. Who's the new man? I would never tell y'all, even if I had a man. I don't got a man. I have a friend who I like and he like me, but I don't got a man, y'all. And if I had a man, I would never, ever publicly date again. Like, y'all will not see my man until I am married, honey. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I refuse to go through that public relationship shit ever again in my fucking life. Anyways, yeah, y'all will never know. Mind your fucking business. And she know who. Mind your fucking business, because you already know why you being messy. Why you being messy? Why you being messy? Oh, okay. This one is older guys or younger guys. Honestly and truly, I just feel like I just want a man. Like, it don't matter the age. Well, of course it matters the age, because baby, not no young cat, not no underage. But I feel like I've dated older and I've dated younger, and at the end of the day, it all depends on the person. Like, it's some young cats. I sound like my girl. It's some young cats that literally have their shit together, baby. Never played. And then you got these older guys who play too fucking much. So, honestly and truly, I just want the man for me. The one that God says for me. My discernment has gotten so much better. I ain't falling for a thing. Like I told y'all in the last video, I'm having fun. I meant it. I ain't falling for a fuck thing. I already know what come with these men, and you won't get me. If there is anything you would do differently, what would it be? Anything I would do differently. I don't think I would do anything differently. Honestly and truly, like, it's nothing that I regret or would change at all. I feel like everything in my life played out how it's supposed to play out. I don't regret anything at all. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I don't regret nothing. Where are you from? So, when I tell people this, I initially say Alabama because that's where I graduated from. That's the last place I live. That's where I feel like I'm from. That's where my family from. That's where my roots from. But if we break it down, I was raised in Dublin from a baby to like 5th grade. I feel like my lash coming off. I was raised in Dublin, Georgia from a baby to 5th grade. I moved to Killeen. I stayed in Killeen to 6th grade. 4th grade. Okay, so Dublin from a baby to 4th grade. Went to Killeen, Texas. Stayed in Killeen, Texas from 5th to about a portion of 6th, I want to say, because I think my grandma them came and got me before 6th. So I stayed in Texas for 5th grade. And then I went back to Georgia for 6th grade. And then I went back to Killeen for, I want to say 7th grade. And then I went back to Georgia for 8th and 9th grade. And then I moved to Alabama. So, y'all tell me where I'm from. I say Texas, Bama. I say Texas, Georgia, Bama. Baby, I didn't stay put. How do I start my weight loss journey? Y'all, I am dropping an ebook on everything that I did in this journey. Everything that I did, from the good to the bad, to the meal preps, to the workouts, to the home workouts. Like, I'm gonna put everything in this ebook. But honestly and truly, to answer your question, how do you start your workout journey? You just start. Because first and foremost, I feel like you have to want to be consistent before you can incorporate all the things that it takes to actually reach your goals. Like, you have to find that consistency inside of yourself. So I say just start. Once you find yourself consistent, then you start adding the things necessary to do what you gotta do to lose that weight, baby. And even those things would be hard, but you just gotta start and don't stop. Don't stop. Because I started my journey so many times, even after Chase, and I stopped. Like, once I reached my goal, I stopped. And then how you supposed to do it? Like, now I'm in love with it. You have to find your love for it. You got to find your love for your body. You got to find your love for that gym. And you got to find your love for that workout. Because, baby, in the first couple weeks, you're going to be sore. Are you ready for that? Some days I still get sore as hell. And I be like, ooh, that one was a little bit rough. Somebody said, how was your experience in the Army? That is so crazy. I ain't been in the Army in so long, but my experience was a 3 out of 10. I hated it so bad, but it set me up for the rest of my life. So if anybody asks me, like, should I go to the Army? I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Go. I'm going to tell them to go. Why? Because I feel like your experience going to always be different than anybody else's experience, and it can set you up for life. So I would say the experience was a 3 out of 10, but benefits after my 2.5 years, 10 out of 10. Okay? Oh, this is so sweet. It says, no question, but I do want you to know that you put on for all the single mommies, and you are so strong. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh my God. That made my day, because sometimes I feel like I'm not strong. Sometimes I feel like I just want to break. I just can't. Like, I can't, because I got 2 little ones looking up to me, and they inspire me to keep going with everything that I do. Like, every single thing that I do, I keep pushing because of them. So they make me stronger. I don't think I'm strong on my own. I don't think I would be this strong without them. Why y'all keep asking this? Somebody else said, are you dating? Who you dating? Y'all is fucking nosy. Somebody said, do you enjoy living in Houston? I love it. I love it. I want to build my house out here, y'all. I ain't gonna lie to you. I know for sure, like, I want a house in Georgia closer to my grandparents, and I want a house out here, but I definitely want to live here. Like, I want my kids to grow up here. I want them to grow up in one spot. Like, I don't want to have them all over the place like I was. I really want them to be in a stable area, and we love Houston so much that I feel like this is it for us. Like, this the one. What is the hardest part of being a single parent or the only parent? I feel like the hardest part of being the only parent, because I'm technically the only parent, is just the questions. Like, everything else I've navigated through, but it's the questions for me. Like, my son, he'll see his sister on the phone with her dad, and he'll be like, well, why my dad don't call me? You know, Angela's dad must love her. My dad never, like, those type of weird questions. That's the hardest part, because I feel like with me, I will never ever come between my kids and their dad's relationship. No matter how angry I get, I might go a month no contact, but I will never ever come between the bond that they have with their dad. So to be that type of woman when there's so many women in the world who would intentionally keep their kids from their dads, it bothers me a lot. Like, that's literally the hardest part, because all you gotta do is be there. All you gotta do is be there. And it's not often that I ask for something. So if I do need help, help me. But that's the hardest part. Ooh, yeah, messy. It said, will you ever go back to your baby daddy? I don't think so. I think friendship looks a lot better on us than relationship. I don't even see myself in a relationship anytime soon. But with Angela's dad, no. Which one? Damn sure not the first one. What's the hardest part about co-parenting with someone who broke your heart? Not being bitter. You can't be bitter when it comes to your kids. And I want to say, most of last year, I was very bitter. I was very bitter. You can't be bitter. You ain't hurting nobody but the child if you doing all that. But once you get over that stage, I feel like if you got to go through it, go through it. Go through the phase of being bitter. But once you get out of that stage, no longer look back. Because once you get to a place of health, when it comes to the co-parenting, don't jeopardize that. Because at the end of the day, if y'all are able to coexist for the baby, that's what's important. You get trying to dig into stuff, be together, now you back to square one, you're back feeling bitter again. Been there, done that, okay? So you have to go through it just to get over it so that you can be better for your baby. Being the bitter is the hardest part. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. How would you describe your relationship with God? My relationship with God is growing. If I could describe it with one word, I would say growing. Constantly growing. If I could do two words, constantly growing. I have my days where I don't touch my Bible or I don't go to church. And then I have my weeks where I listen to a sermon almost every day, or I pray almost every day. So prayer is constant in my life, but my relationship with God, it gets a little tricky because sometimes life can distract me from him, and I'm trying to get out of that. Don't let Christians and all that stuff like try to look down on you because your path ain't what their path was. And most of them folks be in church fake as hell talking about everybody and their mama. Don't do that. Build your own relationship with him. I feel like the relationship is more important than the going into church. And you know, the worshiping at home and the worshiping by yourself is way more important than the worshiping you do in front of somebody, because I feel like most of them motherfuckers just be wanting to put on a show. So, we got one more. This is the last one. It says, where do you see yourself in 6 months? So let's get into it, baby. Let me tell you where I see myself. I see myself, 1, financially stable. 2, debt free. Well, not all the way debt free, because we got to finish school. I've been using a little financial aid here and there, but debt free in the process of, I don't want to speak on debt because, baby, I'm learning to be quiet. But debt free, financially free. I see myself growing on my YouTube channel. I see myself growing on my TikTok. I see myself closer to God. I don't know. I see a lot for myself in 6 months. 6 months, y'all, I ain't gonna lie. The first 6 months of this year went by so fast. And I stuck to my vision board, which was being consistent and stuff. But in 6 months, I got a big vision for just 6 months. I ain't gonna lie. I see happiness. I see peace. And I'm already at that state, but like I see even more. And most importantly, that financial freedom, that debt free. That I'm chasing it. I want it real bad. I want it so bad. Like, I don't want nothing as much as I want that financial freedom and that debt freedom. Okay? But I hope you guys enjoyed this Q&A. I will be doing more of these probably like every 3 months, so y'all could just get updates, get to know me. If you're not following my Instagram, make sure you go follow my Instagram at Kasemone, so that when I do another Q&A, you're able to respond to the poll and ask questions that you want to know, just in case I didn't answer anything, or it's something that you wanted to know that I didn't answer. And yeah, follow me on all platforms: TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, all that. And before we leave, y'all already know what to do. Make sure you share this video with your mama, sister, brother, cousin, auntie, uncle. And I love y'all so much. Okay, tap the bell so you're notified every single time I post a video. What are you doing? Like, tap the bell, tap the bell, tap the bell, and subscribe, and share. But I love y'all so much, and I will see you all in the next video. Adios.